Hello, it's Gracie here again, and welcome to this video on publishing nonfiction books. My first books were all nonfiction books, and for the first 4 months of publishing on Kindle, I have just been concentrating on publishing nonfiction books. I was just making low 4 figures per month, but I was really happy. However, I have to be honest that it was not until I published fiction books that I started making high 4 figures to 5 figures per month. So if you have a choice here, if you want to make money fast, then skip this video and watch my video on publishing fiction books. But if you want to take it slow and learn as you go, publishing nonfiction books is a good route. So make a decision. If you choose nonfiction, then let's proceed. Amazon Kindle is a great platform for self-publishing ebooks. It is an all-in-one tool that helps bring your books to a global audience. But if you want your book to be successful, you need to do more than just hope and pray your work becomes successful. You have to take a proactive approach, and these steps will help you do just that. Step 1. Do some research. The very first thing you need to do is find out what sells well and how many people are likely to buy your book. One of the quickest ways to find out is to visit Amazon and check out its top 100 books. Doing so will give you an idea of what's hot at the moment. It is important to note, though, that these trends change quite rapidly. A book might be popular one month and will suddenly fade away the next. There are, however, niches that tend to sell well over time. For the nonfiction category, you have finance, parenting, weight loss, cooking recipes, and exercise. If you want to see more sales over a shorter span of time, these niches are a good place to start. If you ask me, my first 2 books were on weight loss, and the next ones were recipe books. I was passionate about losing weight. After giving birth to my baby, I badly wanted to get rid of my baby fats, hence my weight loss books. This is one thing you might also want to consider when choosing a niche. What topics are you passionate about? How many people out there do you think will be interested in the same topic? If you are fond of cooking, then create recipe books. You can publish books that are very specific, like how to bake a potato, or how to cook steak, or 10 chili recipes as opposed to, say, Gracie's recipes. The more specific you are, the better. Publishing recipe books can be lucrative. I suggest you outsource the creation of these books if you don't know how to cook, or you're not the least interested in cooking. Why? Because it will show on your books. So those are just a few sample niches you can tap into. No matter what niche you pick, though, if you decide to write the books yourself, it is important that you learn all you can about it before starting to write. You do not want to end up looking like an amateur, or worse, a rip-off, when you start writing. Find out the type of person likely to read your books. Learn about the interests of these people. And finally, read as much as you can in your chosen niche. Okay, this is how I search for topics to base my books on. On Amazon's search bar, I usually type how to and the letter. For example, I will type how to G. Amazon will show me a list of topic ideas. The cool thing about this is, Amazon is actually telling me what people are searching for. From here, I list down topics that I know lots of people would be interested in. For this example, I might choose to write a book on how to get a girlfriend, or how to get your wife in the mood. Step 2. Creating content. You need to establish yourself as an authority, and you can only do that when you consistently produce quality works in your chosen niche. There are 2 main methods of doing so. The first one is doing it yourself. This requires a lot of time and effort on your part. You must also possess a firm grasp of the written language as well. Grammar, spelling, sentence construction, and even writing style will all depend on you. If you choose this route, then you have to create a rough outline to guide you as you write. This outline will also help prevent you from going off topic. It will also provide you with the basis for any research you plan to conduct. The second method of creating content is to outsource it. You can visit sites like odesk.com, freelancer.com, and elance.com to find experts who can write your book for you. If you plan to outsource nonfiction content, you absolutely must come up with as detailed an outline as you can. The more details, the better. This lets the writer know exactly what you want and will come up with the information that you need. If you give your writer vague information, then expect the book to be vague. This is also why it is important that you learn as much about your chosen topic as you can. You can't tell your writer what to work on if you yourself do not know what you want done. Once you have the content you want, the next step is to proofread it. Scan the finished work while looking for inconsistencies and/or plot holes as you go along. Read the whole thing for a second time, this time looking for technical problems like misspellings or grammatical errors. Read the finished work a third time, this time slowly and aloud. This will help you check if the words and sentences feel natural to you. Once your book is ready, then it's time to format it. In my desire to make things easier for you, I've written a step-by-step guide on how to do this. Please look for the file below this video. I've added a template you can use as well. Step 3. Writing the best title for your book. Amazon's bestseller list will come in handy once again. Note how the titles are worded. They describe the content of the book in a handful of words. Oftentimes, titles convey their entire message using just one word. Compare the content of your book with the titles of these books. This will help you to find a fitting title that is unique enough to stand on its own, but powerful enough to draw attention. From experience, books that start with a how-to sell well. So instead of a boring Natural Cures to Candida title, How to Cure Candida Effectively with Natural Remedies is so much better. Note that How to Cure Candida is a keyword in itself, and having this keyword in your title will help your ranking. Alternately, you can also write the keyword alone as the main title, then write a subtitle that will entice customers to buy your book. A good title example will be How to Cure Candida, 10 Natural Remedies that are known to treat Candida effectively. Let's proceed to the next step. Step 4. Creating a cover image. Check the covers in your chosen niche or category once again. Note the colors, images, and styles used in the covers of popular books. Keep this information in mind as you check outsourcing sites like Fiverr for freelancers that do covers. If you want to keep costs low, you can simply sign up with sites like iStockPhoto.com and 123rf.com. Edit their pictures a bit to come up with a cover you can use for your book. Once you have a cover and title for your book, the next step is to have it published on Kindle Direct Publishing. Step 5. Publishing your book. It is pretty easy to publish a book with KDP. Just follow the step-by-step forms required and your book is technically good to go. But hold on, your work isn't done just yet. You have to come up with a striking description to get people to buy your book. For non-fiction, list down the problems your book solves and give hints as to how your book can solve these problems. You'll want to appear confident and sure of what you're writing about, so you'll want to aggressively push the merits of your book. Step 6. Market your book. The final step is to let people know about your book, aka market it. KDP Select will be your main marketing tool, as you can promote your book for 5 days every 90 days. The downside is you can't sell your book anywhere else, but those 5 days of free promotions on Amazon's massive reader base can do a lot for your book. Create an author blog. Write about what you're currently working on to tease your readers into keeping track of your name. Support this blog with posts on social media like Twitter or Facebook. Posting a small message every now and then will let readers know you're still alive and churning out more works for them to consume. And finally, use author resources like Goodreads and Amazon Author Central. These sites aggregate information about an author, exposing you to audiences that will most likely appreciate what you work on. And there you have it, the very basics of publishing a book on Kindle Direct Publishing. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!